see everybody. Hello to everybody out on Facebook. Great to see all your faces today. Thank you so much for the grace last week. My voice said no last week. This week it's saying maybe, but last week it said no. Last week it said no. I think maybe, just maybe, I overtalked a little bit. I have been in Denver, Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, North Carolina, Virginia, Atlanta, Miami, and my voice said, "That's it. That's it. That's all we got." And I don't know if you know this or not, but when you're on airplanes with about 300 other people, I don't know how many people they put on an airplane, but it feels like that. And then you're in rooms with about 2,000 people. I'm pretty confident somebody in those rooms were a little bit sick and they gave me the gift that just keeps on giving. You know what I mean? Keeps on giving. So, bless you guys. Hey, it's great to be with you this morning. You start us off like you do every week. Let me hear something good. Let me hear a win. Let me hear something you're grateful for. You tell me. Come on. What do you got? What do you got this morning? Lay it on us.
I'll go. I am grateful for the agents that I work with, especially Eric Hatch, who had a great event last week and really included us as the title company and really was amazing. And his presentation was amazing. So I was thankful for being included.
Absolutely, Nancy. I tell you what, he does some. Number one, Eric Hatch just has an incredible heart. Come on, man, just has an incredible heart. You can hear that when he speaks, see that with what he does. I was upset I could not get to that when my body said no to that as well. But I heard it was incredible out there, Nancy. I'm super glad you were a part of that. So super awesome. And Eric Hatch, if you're listening out there, we love you, dog. Keep going. Great job. Julia, it's all yours. What do you got this morning?
Hey, good morning. So my daughter gave me my first referral. A school friend of hers, the parents had a $1 million windfall. Yay for them. And we met for the listing appointment slash buyer's rep agreement appointment. Found the right house same weekend, took it off the market this morning, and we're rocking and rolling, buying in cash, and then next thing selling it. And both girls get a $300 each referral fee, so $600, $600. My own daughter negotiated with me, so
That's
both of them are getting 600. So I hope the word spreads around, right?
that's what I'm talking about. Julia,
Yeah.
if you could call my kids today and
I
let them
will.
know
I will.
that they're falling down on the job. Okay, we're about to have a little family meeting over here. Especially after I tell y'all what happened at our house yesterday here in a minute. So, Julia, that's awesome. Congratulations. I love it. I love it. Somebody else this morning. You got a win? Anybody? Anybody? Raise your hand or just come off mute. Come on now, we had more than 2 wins. I haven't seen you guys in 2 weeks. You've
Hey,
had more than two
Dusty,
wins. Yes, go for
it's
it, Doretha.
Doretha. Hey, so my husband and I, we purchased 20 acres in North Carolina because we're going to start a retreat there. And we purchased it in June, and we just got the okay that we can break ground October the 11th. That
Doretha,
that
that's what
has
I'm
been a
talking about.
long process.
Doretha, that is incredible. Tell us real quick, what are you guys going to do with it? You're gonna it's going to be like a retreat center. What are you guys
Yes,
doing?
so it's 20 acres in a lake. So around the lake, we're going to have tiny homes. And we're gonna have a clubhouse that with a rooftop where you can sit on the rooftop. And the front 10 acres in the front are gonna be for RVs and campers. And the 10 acres in the back by the lake is gonna be for tiny homes and container homes.
Wow, man, what a
Yes,
vision, what a mission, Doretha. That is awesome.
yes.
Congratulations on that. Woo,
Thank you.
that's
Thank you.
exciting. How many of y'all are going to go to Doretha's retreat? Because I'm going.
Yay!
We may need to have.
The retreat at Narrow Lake coming to you in North Carolina.
Come on, the retreat at Narrow Lake. I love it. I love it. Anybody else this morning? Anybody else this morning? Okay, well, hey, we're gonna dig in today, and we're gonna talk about. I think it's vitally important right now, with the way that the market is, with the way that our world is, with all the moving parts. What's been heavy on my heart over the course of the last couple weeks, dealing with being sick, having Is it, any of you ever had just like it seems like the hits keep on coming? Anybody ever have moments like that? You're like, I thought it came in threes. But for me, it came in like 14s. Have y'all ever felt like that? Anybody? You're like, they just keep on coming. I think it's time for us to have a conversation about gratitude over grind. What do you think? How many of you a little bit tired today? You feeling it? We're coming up on Q4. Maybe you're already feeling like, I thought we were already at the end of Q4, right? Hey, it's been a heavy year. The game has changed. The industry has changed. We got a lot of moving parts just in our world as a whole. I know if we were to come off mute right now and you just share what's going on in your own personal world and in your own personal business, we would be on here for hours on end, right? So I want to talk to you today about making sure that we understand what we mean about gratitude over grind. All right. So now I'm not saying that the grind's not there. I think we've got to get up every day and be diligent with what's in front of us. I think we've got to be great stewards of our time, great stewards of our talents. But I don't know about you. Sometimes I get so caught up in the grind of it that I forget the gratitude in the middle of it. Okay. And some of you are putting it over in the chat box, right? Just tired of so much of what's going on, right? In our world and feeling the heaviness of it, okay? I want to tell you today how we relieve that heaviness, okay? You and I cannot go change everything out there, but what I can change is everything in here. You with me? If you've ever been in a room with me, you know one of the first slides I show you is a big word and it says you. You guys remember this? Those of you who've been in a room with me? And then what I do is I have a circle go around you. All right. Let me tell you how we change all the craziness that's going on in our world and how we change the heaviness. It starts with taking responsibility right here inside of ourselves. All right. And us showing up the way that we desire to show up. And then what happens is other people begin to see that and take note of that. And people go, hey, I don't know what they're doing, but I want to do what they're doing. I want to be a part of their world because we show up with such a level of joy. And I want everybody to write this down real quick. There's a drastic difference between joy and happiness. Okay? You tracking with me on this? All right. Like I've had a lot of happy times in my life. You had some happy times? Okay. I've had a lot of times that are not happy. Okay. Have you had some of those? Maybe you're in the middle of some of those. Can I tell you that even in the not happy times, you can still have joy? Did you know that's possible? That you can still have this inner joy that literally comes off of you, and people go, man, like I want to be around them. I want to be a part of that. And all of that comes from in here. So I want to coach you today on how we do that, even in the middle of the grind, even in the middle of things aren't going in my way, even in the middle of I'm on my 14th hit and I didn't ask for it and I don't deserve it. Okay. But that's what life's throwing me. I want to give it to you. I'm going to give you another acronym today. Okay. I want you to write down the word gift, GIFT, gift. Because let me tell you what gratitude is. It's a gift. You with me? Let me tell you what your life is. It's a gift. Let me tell you what today is. It's a gift. And you and I've got to make sure we treat it that way regardless of what's going on in the middle of it. Okay? So here's the G. You ready? Oh, come on now. I'm tracking with you. I'm tracking with you, Craig Wilbur. I'm tracking with you. Hey, by the way, just a side note, and we'll drop this over in the chat box again. We are kicking off our Defined Faith call this week. So if you want to be a part of that, get on there with us. I'm going to do a video in a little bit today, too, that'll have the link and all that kind of stuff on there. Here's what I want you to write down for G. You ready? When we put ourselves in a position of gratitude, the G of gift is we gain perspective. We gain perspective. Can I tell you when I get frustrated the most? It's typically when I allow my perspective to get off. You know what I'm saying? You ever just lose perspective? Okay. Here's what I want you to know. You get to choose the lens you look through. All right. Today my lens has glasses because evidently I can't see anymore. Okay. All right. But But isn't that what glasses do too? Doesn't it make things a little bit more clear? Doesn't it magnify everything a little bit? I can see things better. I want us to understand that the G in the gift of gratitude is that you and I get to gain perspective. Okay, let me help you gain perspective today. Here's what I want you to do. If you've been in a room with me, you've done this before. We're going to do it again because it works. Okay, I want you to write down 5 things you're grateful for right now. 5 things you're grateful for right now. It can be anything you choose. If it comes to your mind, then it's on your heart, so I want you to write it down. This is the what. This is the what you're grateful for. I'll give you an example. You have life today. You tracking with me on this? Like you get a gift today. You get to go help people today. You get to live in the middle of creating your life and your dreams, and you get to define it. Like we should be grateful for that. Okay? A lot of times we spend the time talking about everything we're not grateful about. Everything that frustrates us, everything that's not going my way. It's perspective. And if you want to change your perspective, then you got to change the way you think. If you want to change the way you think, then start thinking about what you're grateful for. And I guarantee it'll change the way you think. Tracking with me on this? Here's what I found out about grateful people. They're just not in a bad mood. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard to be grateful and be angry at the same time. In fact, it's literally impossible. Okay? So however you're feeling today, I want you to leave this call feeling grateful, feeling different, change your perspective. Okay? 5 things you're grateful for. I want you to write down 5 people you're thankful for. Barbara, thank you for what you just put over here in the chat box. I don't know if you guys saw that. She said, my husband who has dementia, he helps me with my walk. That's perspective. You guys tracking with me on this? I think today we just got to change our lens a little bit. Okay? Come on, y'all take note of what Craig Wilbur just put over in the chat box over here. He's driven by faith, uplifts others, selfless servant, trustworthy leader, yields to Christ. Like, what are we grateful for? Okay? And then who are we grateful for? Okay? Here's the next one. Here's the I. Everybody write this down. You ready? Invest gratitude into others. Hey, if you and I want to see things change, you know how we do that? We take what's inside of here and we give it to people out there. You with me on this? Like, and you don't have to do it like loud and all. Like, I'm just saying, like, what would it look like today if when you go to lunch or dinner, because you're going to, if you just actually told your waiter or waitress how grateful you are for them, actually had a conversation with them. Hey, better yet, how about we just have a conversation with the people inside of our 4 walls? When's the last time you just stopped and said, hey, I just want you to know I'm super grateful for you? And when's the last time we like tangibly did that? You with me on this? I bet you can remember the last time you said something other than gratitude to the people inside your 4 walls. Yeah, you're welcome. Some of y'all gotta go backtrack this morning. We ain't even in 11 o'clock yet. Well, some of y'all are. Okay. You guys with me on this? Invest gratitude to others. And what I mean by that is I want you to share it out loud. So here's your assignment today. You just wrote down 5 people, didn't you? When you get off this call today, I want you to pick up the phone, and the first 5 phone calls you're going to make today are going to be to those people. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to tell them how grateful you are, and I want you to tell them that you love them, but I want you to tell them why. I want you to tell them why. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? That's different. That's different than just, hey, I just want you to know I'm thankful for you. Okay, you guys tracking with me on this? Can I give you an example? Would that be okay? You cool if I give you an example? Okay, I'm going to give you one. Janet Brink, hey, I want you to know that my family is unbelievably grateful for you and your husband. For the ways that you guys have walked alongside my bride and I in the last year in some super difficult days. You and your husband have just shown up and loved us super well. And I want you to know that our lives are literally forever different today because of the way that you loved and served us. So will you tell that brother Arnie that I said the same thing? Actually, I'm just going to call Arnie and tell him today, okay? Fair enough? I love you.
Love
I'm
you.
so grateful for you.
Love
Craig
you.
Wilburn, bro, the way that you love me, man, you keep me so centered. Thank you, man. Like you send me things just through text or a call that just change the way that I think about my entire day, change the way I think about the world. Thank you, man, for just showing up. You guys with me?
Love you, dude.
Love you, bro. Okay. Hey, we got to take what we feel in here. We got to give it to other people. Okay. Tracking with me? All right. Here's the third one. F. We got to frame setbacks differently. Write that in big capital letters. Okay. This is a big one. We got to frame setbacks differently. How many of you, by raise of hands, ever had a setback? You ever had one? How many of you have had one in the last 24 hours? How about the last 24 minutes? You with me? Hey, let me tell you what I mean by this. Last night, the Oglesbys, we were out front. We do holidays real big. I don't know if y'all know this or not, though. We play big. Okay, so we're out front and we're making everything look all, dialed in. Our neighborhood, everybody drives golf carts at Halloween and they do candy and all kinds of stuff. So we're doing pretty big out there. So I'm out there and my bride goes back inside just for a quick minute. And then she opens the door and she hollers, "Babe, I need you now." Okay, now everybody knows you don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. That I'm not coming into just want to tell you I love you. That's not what I'm coming into. I'm coming into something and I don't know what. And I walk in to our downstairs right as I walk in, and there is water all over the floor and our downstairs. Okay. Now, there ain't no sink right there or bathroom or anything. And then I look up and said water is coming from the ceiling, from the second floor. You know what I mean? So my precious, beautiful daughter, okay, she went to her bathroom and she was gonna clean off her makeup brushes. So she ran the water, she put the little stopper in it, and she went to her bedroom to get something. And she got distracted. Anybody ever get distracted before? And she forgot, Raul, that we left that water running in the bathroom. Okay, the water didn't forget, but she did. And it ran that way for about, we think, 30 or 45 minutes, we think. Enough that it ran out of the bathroom, into the hallway, down into the ceiling. Okay. Now, my initial reaction was not gratitude. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there, okay? I did not come upstairs and go, so grateful for this moment. I did not do that. I'd love to tell you that I did. I didn't. I went straight into human mode. I'm hollering. I'm like, girl, like, where are you? What did you do? I need to know timeline, where we at. I mean, like a water squishing beneath my feet. There's a whole drawer that is full of water. Like, it's full of water. Okay, this stuff floating in this bad boy. Okay, so here's what I'll tell you. We was about 1 o'clock in the morning. Now that we got everything done, we pulled the carpet back and all the above. But here's what I know. I was actually supposed to be in Tennessee today because I was supposed to be speaking today and my body just said no. I wasn't even supposed to be here. I would not have been at home and all of this would have happened. But I was at home. You tracking with me on this? Okay. Can I tell you something else? I have a beautiful 12-year-old daughter who, bless her heart, was sitting in, crying her eyes out in the next room. And I want you to know that after I had my moment, all right, like I did, I came in a little bit hot. We got a lot of moving parts. I came over and I sat down and I just grabbed her and I hugged her and I said, hey, you are not in trouble. I love you. Like, this is just stuff. Like, these things happen. Like, this happened. You with me? Okay. And then my bride, she just threw me right under the bus. She said, yeah, your dad left the shower run the other day for 30 minutes. He forgot. I was like, girl, you don't need to tell her that. Like, we don't need to go that far. Okay. I didn't flood our bathroom. And so we all sat upstairs and we laughed and I cried, I think, a little bit. And then, hey, we're going to get, hey, here's what I tell you. We're all going to get this remediated. Everybody's coming today. Everything's going to be fine. And man, I wouldn't change this stuff for anything. You with me? Because when I was about 13 years old, I prayed and said, hey, I want to have kids and I want to have twins. When I was 13, I told my parents I want to have twins. Guess what I have in my house today? An incredible son named Grayson, an incredible daughter named Katie, both 12 years old, twins. And they don't even have my DNA with them. Isn't that incredible? Come on now. You with me? I'm grateful, man. I'm super grateful. Also grateful that, it was only 45 minutes. We could have, forgot longer, and then we would have had all upstairs. So we got to frame the setbacks. You with me? Hey, and everybody hear me. I am not minimizing your setbacks. Please hear my heart. I'm not minimizing your setbacks. I'm not minimizing what you're walking through. Okay. I know that's just water in my upstairs. I know some of you today are going through stuff that are way, way deeper than just water in your bathroom. Okay. But here's what I know. I'm going to ask you to lean in and frame and reframe the setback. Okay. Find the hope, find the good, find the win, because it is there. You with me on this? Okay. And if you need help with that, you text me, you DM me, you call me, and I'll help you get on and we'll reframe it. Okay. We'll reframe it. And here's the last one. Turn gratitude into energy. Turn gratitude into energy. Here's what I know. When I'm woe is me, and I lean into my tired and I lean into my frustration, I don't know about you, but I don't want to do nothing. Anybody? Like, it just wears me out, Jennifer. Like, just wipes me. I don't want to talk. I don't want to get on a plane. I don't want to get on a call. It just wipes me. But can I tell you what happens when I change my perspective and I put myself in a position of gratitude? Can I tell you what happens? My energy goes up. I get excited. I get ready. I get moving. I'm ready to run through a brick wall. You guys tracking with me on this? Okay. Motion equals emotion. Would you write that down? Okay. Like, if you're feeling heavy today, you're feeling tired, you're feeling weighed down, here's what I want you to do. Get up and move. Okay. Take a shower, go for a walk, go for a run, like, do something. And what happens is when you get into motion, emotion follows that. You with me? You ever gone to the gym on the day that you didn't want to go to the gym? You ever done that? You ever gone for the run when you didn't want to go for the run? Did you ever make the call when you didn't want to make the call? You with me? What happened every time you did that? Your emotion went up. Your energy changed. Okay? So we got to make sure that we do all four of these things. Number one, gain perspective. When you sit in a place of gratitude and you put yourself in that position, it will give you perspective. Okay? Hey, I'm not excited that my entire upstairs is destroyed right now. But I am excited that I get to live this incredible life with this crew over here. You with me? It's a change of perspective. Invest your gratitude in others. Everybody hear me? Like, don't keep this for you. All right? You and I were created to give this away. And so we want to do that. And that's part of why I said what I said to Craig and what I said to Janet. And there are so many of you on this call I could have had the exact same conversation with. Are you with me? Those people took their gratitude and they poured it into me. And they do it on a consistent daily basis. And because of that, it creates it in me. And then we got to frame those setbacks differently. Whatever you're walking through today, reframe it. And then lastly, turn your gratitude into energy. Okay? Start with gratitude before you do anything. When you feel heavy, write down 5 people you're thankful for. When you get off the call today, pick up the phone and call those 5 people and have the conversation that I had with Janet and with Craig. Tell them you're thankful. Tell them why you're thankful and lean into it. You'll know you did it right because it'll stir your soul. Okay? Anybody got anything? Any ahas from today before we jump off? You ready to roll for the week? Yes? Okay, come on. Showtime. You got big things ahead of you. You got people depending on you. You got people trusting you. Okay? So you show up today. And if you want some things to change, then you be the change. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. If you and I want to change our world, it starts right here inside of us and right here inside of our 4 walls. That's where it starts. Okay? Lean in right there. Starts in our heart, starts in our mind, starts in our spirit. Everybody good? Let's see, we got some ahas over here. Okay. Hey, it's so great to be back with you guys. We'll have a video going out today on the Define Facebook page that'll have the link to Define Faith as well for you to register. Jump on with us if you want to. We'll kick that off starting this week on Wednesday. I love you guys. Bless you. We'll talk soon. Take care. Go get them. Let's go.
Bye-bye.